So the pak choi, this one got a little dry today. Sun was particularly bright for a while today, so a couple of these are a little drier than I would prefer. Going to get these in right away, and I'll water those. I don't like them to dry out this much. I got a little wilty. Let's see. So the pak choi got more dry than I would prefer. That's not good. This pak choi is from Johnny's Select Seeds in Maine. Love, love, love their stuff. This is a particularly nice variety. It is my king choi, and it is considered to be useful as either a baby pak choi or as a full-size pak choi. We normally actually harvest individual leaves off of them, although if we see them starting to bolt, we'll... Hey, stop snuffling my plants, dude. He's fascinated. He's like, what is Mom doing? He has absolutely no life experience. He is just like totally excited about everything, which is okay sometimes, but he does get overwhelmed. We had a meeting to attend today, and he was really done very quickly, and that was kind of sad because I've never seen him growl before. So we have to work on that. He'll be fine. He just was overwhelmed by the whole process today. So we'll give him time, and he'll figure it out. And he'll get to figure out that everybody that I hang around with, generally speaking, loves dogs. So, yep, we'll be fine. He wasn't being fierce. He was just a little like, stay away from me, people. And that's okay. He did well enough. No accidents, no major tragedies. Just a little unhappy puppy for a while there. And that's one of the things he has to learn too, is you can't always be happy. You can sometimes just be content to be. I mean, any 8-year-old child could probably tell you that, well, if they have been paying attention, that you certainly will not be happy every day. You simply must learn to be sometimes. And find happiness in your soul. Or in your imagination, or someplace. My report cards always used say the same thing when I was in elementary school. Oh, she gets great grades, and she always knows what's going on, but she's always looking out the window. Yeah. Let's just say some of the things were not exactly what I would call challenging. Okay. Pak choi. Easy access, right in front of me. I'll be able to check them for any issues, right? Easy peasy. And I'll be able to harvest them, and they'll be right in front of my face. So I'll have a tendency to want to harvest them. I'm going to put the green magic, I think, back there. And I think, let's see what else we have here. I have 3 more pak choi. Hi, what you doing? Mr. Woofus. Woof, woof, woofus. He said, I don't understand any of this. It's weird, Mom. I think I'll put the pak choi actually in here. That'll be fine. I have this. These are blocked off here because there's some thyme growing over here. And I put those in there because I know myself. I'll be busy talking to you guys, and my brain will go away, and I will dig something up or some foolishness. Woofus, stop snuffling my plant. He keeps going back to the plant and snuffling it. He says, this smells like something I ate the other day, Mom. Yes, I'm sure it does. Don't eat it. Okay, and there's just enough room in here for 3 pak choi, and that's perfect. I was trying to decide what I was going to put in this half barrel sort of thing here, you know. I have one Atlantis broccoli, but the broccolis can get so big, and I'm like, no, these won't get as big. And if they do start to get big, I can simply decide we'll eat them. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Yeah, this cold is still very, very annoying. Okay. There we go. Toy. Now, let's see. Green magic. Snuffle. See, I have lettuce. Lettuce, lettuce, lettuce. Lettuce, lettuce. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll start putting lettuce in these easy access ones here. And then I will put some of the brassicas that are going to take a little bit longer back in here. So this is Adriana. It's a lettuce. We've grown it before. Honestly, I couldn't remember the details of it right now. But we were happy with it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be growing it again. I can tell you that. And I only have one label for 2 lettuces, but the other lettuces I'll put in this pot, I have labels for each of them. So that will solve that mystery problem. I was going to top these up today, these pots, a little bit, and then I realized you're going to be sticking a whole bunch of 3-inch pots of dirt in there. So if you do that, then you're going to have too much dirt. So I went, oh, silly person, don't do that. Okay, these are cabbage, tiara cabbage. These are lettuce, there we go. These are Nancy lettuce. We just like having different flavors, is the best way to put it. So we had tried, over the years we've tried a whole stack of different flavors and types and whatnots. It's nice to have different textures and different flavors. I don't have anything exotic right now. I don't have any, I was trying to do just a small quantity of things, so I don't have any red lettuces or anything like that. But that's okay. We should actually have, if I give the seaside spinach some micro boost and 2020, we will have lettuce, spinach pretty quickly. So, and we tend to harvest our spinach and our lettuce, generally speaking, by the leaf. So we don't cut a head lettuce, we just harvest off individual leaves. That way the plant continues to grow. We're harvesting off the stuff that we want to eat. There's one little silly seed in here that came up late. There it is. So I just left it in the pot and didn't worry about it. So this might get more crowded. I'm not worried. Let's put it that way. So we have pak choy, lettuce, pak choy, broccoli. Okay, what else do we have down here? I know we have a bunch of cabbage. These are cabbage. We have tiara cabbage. Tiara cabbage is really nice because it's what I call a personal size head. It's not giant, but it's very tasty. So these are all tiaras over here. Then this is Emerald Crown. That is a broccoli. Atlantis. Atlantis is our one example that we have of the broccoli we really, really like. Cauliflower purple, cauliflower purple. Okay. I'm going to stick the cauliflower down here. I expect that to take a bit, and to be honest, I haven't grown it before, and I won't say I'm not invested in it, because I am. My goal is to make every single one of these plants succeed. However, I'm going to, well, I want to plant from that direction to this direction. That's the hard part. Okay, let me see here. I have these silly irrigation things sticking out all over the place that are kind of in the way here. And they're trying to spring around a little bit, which I would prefer they didn't. Okay, so let's go back to the other side. And let's get the purple cauliflower in the back somewhere. That's what we'll do. Plant on the back side because that way we don't have to run around the back as much. Because it's going to take a while for these guys to do anything. Quite a while. I have to shorten that string. It bugs me to get hit in the head with things. Yeah. Okay. So this is Atlantis. I'm going to give him his very own pot. Because it's the only one we have. And we want him to do really well. Clunk. That was our favorite kind, and we discovered this year when we went to buy seeds it had been discontinued. Now, the replacement for it is judged to be either sweet stem or one of the other things like that. So, okay. Now, what I'm not sure is whether I should be planting these cauliflowers individually. I think the answer is yeah. I think that they take a lot of space. I have not grown cauliflower before, as far as I remember, to be honest. We tried very hard to grow Brussels sprouts, and we've tried that multiple times, and we came that close. What I mean by that is, we actually got the plants to be healthy, and they were setting their Brussels sprouts. I was pruning the leaves off the way they should be, and then they were attacked by rodents, and the rodents ate all the Brussels sprouts. Yep, the rodents ate all the Brussels sprouts. And that was the end of that. So we just said, okay, we can't win. We might try planting them in here or something like that again. It could happen. For now, we're just going to say we'll work without them. And it's very sad because we were so close. And we actually had a few of the teeny little Brussels sprouts. And they were good. But we couldn't win the battle against the rodents, so we gave up. The first time I tried growing them, we grew them in here, and they just, I think I got them in a little too late or something, I'm not sure. So we tried it again, and we were determined to grow them outside because we knew that the weather would be cooler on the north side of the house than it is in here. So there's the green magic, yay. And then she said, okay. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I do. I can grow two tiara cabbages per pot. I realized I was being obsessive about where I was going to plant things. This is not that big a greenhouse. It's not like I'm going to have to walk to the ends of the earth. So it is nice when you only have a pot or two to be able to keep everything really localized down near the water source, so you're not having to run around a lot with a watering can or a spigot of some sort. But have to remember not to get obsessed about silly things like, oh, I've got an extra 5 feet to walk. Considering I'm always trying to get extra steps in, that's silly. So, okay. So this is Tiara. Now, if you'll notice, what I'm doing here is I'm actually planting 2 per pot, but I'm planting them so that if they're this way in this pot, they're that way in the other pot. So I'm kind of maximizing my space in the fact that these are going to be a little bit big here. It's going to get crowded. And I may wind up spreading the pots out a little bit or something like that. But at least to start with, I don't have to worry about it. Now the soil is nice and moist, so that helps. I have a couple of other buckets I might bring over here. That are over here. You can't see them. They're off camera. And let's see. I've done a bunch of cleaning in here, and it's getting better. It still needs a lot more. I'm not seeing my dustpan, which is probably just as well because it would make me sneeze more, but let me at least scoop this junk out of here. I wasn't thinking when I was organizing this about the need to possibly use some of the space down here. Of course, I should have thought of that, but well. One should always think of everything, but one doesn't always. Okay, put that there. Put this one here. Yeah, there we go. These have all been cleaned out. Nicely, nicely. I'm going to put the emerald crown down there. I'm going to throw stone heads over here. I have a flat dog over here. He is so funny. And I'm going to do the same things with these as I have with some of the others, where I'm planting plants that are probably a little large. And I experimented. Last year I planted quite tightly. I disagree with what I did kind of in the long run. I also used different pots than these. I'm trying to switch mostly to the 10-gallon pots instead of using large totes that have been converted into planters. It just makes it really hard if I need to move stuff around, and I won't say it's impossible for me to move it by myself, but it's hard. So there's the emerald crown, that's that. So these are all planted.